Hello, Internet. It's me. I'm back with more of the last spell. I am playing one day of the game every day of my real life, and yesterday I missed a day because, why didn't I stream yesterday? Oh, I woke up with a bad itch in my throat, so I took some allergy medicine, and then I ended up sleeping like half the day. You know, as you do when you take allergy medicine. I did end up trying to edit Samara to look like a particular character, and it didn't really work. But she looks like this now. So, that's how it is. We've got Tainted Essence to trade in. Welcome to the Oraculum, Commander. I feel another presence. A mighty one. Really? Maybe it's another illegitimate child of yours, then. What a big, beautiful family we'd make. I only feel the uncaring void between all spheres, Father. And the one inside my belly. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna unlock more weapons. Yay, I think that's all of them. Yeah. And then throw the rest towards Omen of Wealth. And I want to look at these stuff again. Because so far I've been mostly treating these as it'll happen eventually. But I think I need to start getting more of these so that I can gain more power. So I want to target the trinkets and weapons, I think. And it would also be helpful to get a sword for various achievement progression. For right now, though, Jaelin moves quickly and has high reliability. Okay. We could have you get head-on, maybe relentless as well. Those two combine well. You could get longer weapons field study, but that feels like it would be not a great use of your increased dodge and move speed. You can do a critical build with Mana Collector, Critical Master, and First Blood. Though it'd be better if you had critical runes as well. Alicia can do critical runes, but she didn't get Mana Collector. Damn it. She also didn't get the critical tree. You could combine your 20% reliability with this 75% reliability, so that if you're attacking an isolated target, there's basically not a damage roll, which is interesting. Spiky counter is really fun, and you can do Mana Shield with it as well. Do you have good mana using skills? Mega Stomp, I guess. Not Mega Stomp, Ground Smash. Mega Stomp doesn't seem as good, though it seems okay. I do think I want cherry picking. No, if we're doing the hammer thing, then we don't want cherry picking. But I don't know if we're doing this sledgehammer thing overall. We'll take cherry picking. And then we'll get you a good weapon for doing isolation stuff. Plus 75. And you currently have plus 20. So against an isolated target, you have 95% reliability already. So reliability is a pretty useless stat thing to go for. I do like the sound of critical. And going for the Mana Collector, Critical Master, First Blood type of build. I do think I want you to be a very mobile character, so we'll do Relentless and Head On. Then those two. Then probably Legendary Assassin. And then what else? Maybe, longer weapons with the sledgehammer actually seems kind of fascinating. Longer weapons with the hammer. This becomes like 2 to 5 with is your range if you take longer weapons. That is still gonna be affected by inaccurate. I think we'll get nimbleness as well for you then, based on what we're doing so far. Samara is going to be doing poison damage. But you don't have a poison skill tree, which means that you might not want to be doing poison damage. But we can do still the debuff skill tree. And it would still be pretty good. Don't really have a good way to inflict stun right now, though. Maybe we want to swap your weapons and have Samara use the hammer and go for stun and sadist and stuff. And then Jalen goes for poison and criticals. Although she's doing poison, then she doesn't really care about criticals. She does still care about cherry picking, though, because the orb likes isolation as well. Yeah, I think I want to do that, actually. Okay, we're going to take your hammer, and we're going to swap it with this orb. And because this has minus health, giving you defensive traits would be good. I could also go for exploit weakness with exploit weakness is a really good perk for the orb, actually. And that means you'd want to be increasing accuracy and resistance reduction as well. Let's do it. And then, we're gonna just reroll this one. Experience gain. Now, Samara... You have bad dodge and plus poison damage. And we're gonna give you stunning. Then maybe you want vampire? Or you could go for a spiky counter. You could do spiky counter berserk. And mana shield. I like the sound of that, actually. Then bully and sadist and hex. Now let's look at Alicia. What do you have as traits? You've got extra trinket slot, armor, and, well, that's kind of it, honestly. So you can kind of do whatever. You could get Relentless Head-On, you could get Bodybuilder. Weren't there, hold on, let me look at the, Oraculum. What things can we go for here? Stag set, apply debuff. Spirit set, apply stun. Have a hero perform 400 critical hits. Have a hero reach 8 skill range. So critical hits and skill range are the things to go for, I suppose. You have the opposite of skill range, and you don't have a critical tree or any critical... You can get critical runes. Critical runes is something. We could have you do critical runes and shorter weapons. And that could be interesting. Shorter weapons with the pistol basically just becomes a melee weapon. I will try it, I think. Ooh, Perseverance. I always like perseverance. For sure, perseverance. Okay. And then whatever we can do to keep you alive. Blue health is good. I like the sound of that. And then Samara with level up. Stuff to keep you alive would be nice, huh? We can also take mana regen. And then armor. Okay. And then for building stuff, we are going to house expansion, scavenge, and build a house. And then scavenge and build a house. And scavenge. And that is all the houses we can build. Upgrade a house. Scavenge again. And that will not let me expand a house. I can upgrade the shop though. Or buy something. A rifle. Great axe. Yes, I should be looking at weapons to consider for different characters. So I could get, Jalen is probably going to be doing mostly magic orb stuff. She's got isolation, and, yeah, we're mostly doing isolation stuff here. But she's got some good, poison option as well. Samara would like a poison option. Though she doesn't have a poison trait, so that'll hurt that a little bit. But also she wants block. She's gonna be a mostly melee stunner. Are there other weapons that can stun? So far I've only seen the hammers that stun. The great axe has swing. It's a big swing. It has inaccurate. Okay. But it is big damage. The great axe has leap, which is you move to a location, hit the thing in front of you, and everything around loses move points. That's fun. Berserker Rage is a ranged skill that targets an enemy and what? Just damage? Buffs the target's damage and reduces their resistance. Oh, this is a buff and debuff. I guess you could target an ally with it as well. It really just depends on whether you want to reduce the resistance or if you want to increase the damage. Super Spin purges debuffs from self and does that big circle of damage. We've got a rifle, which its first attack has undodgeable propagation. Oh. This must be what I was remembering when I thought the short bow had undodgeable on its standard attack. Hip shot. inaccurate, and opportunism. Okay. Suppressive fire is a big area debuff that does reduce move points and reduced accuracy. And then, of course, assassinate, which I've been getting assassinate scrolls and using them quite a lot. Then the wooden longbow has long shot with an isolation bonus, acid shot, which is a multi-hit that reduces dodge and heavily reduces armor. An actual ranged weapon that is meant to take down armor. This snipe shot, which is undodgeable. It's pretty good. And Arctic Blast, which has a chance to stun. Ah, there's a stun chance that isn't the hammers. Okay. Could she go for that instead? Not as well if I wanted to do spiky counter. And I do kind of want to do spiky counter berserk. So we're going to be keeping the hammer for her, I think. Though then there's Alicia, and Alicia has... she's doing shorter weapons and critical. Let's look at these night rewards. There's an axe, a longbow. Have I used an axe yet? I don't think so. High opportunism, inaccurate. This is just a damage debuff. That doesn't even do damage on its own. And then axe boomerang, of course. Obsidian armor for doing criticals. And a longbow. I could have Alicia do a longbow. And do that with criticals. Wait, doesn't the longbow have a multi-hit? Multi-hit is a good way to get... is a good opportunity to get more critical hits as well. I think I'm going to give her the obsidian armor, though. And then we will give this heavy armor to Samara, and the magic damage armor to Jalen. And the other night reward is a better orb, an offhand axe, or a longbow. I do kind of think the longbow is a good idea as a replacement for the pistol, or possibly just as an alternative to it. Pistol shot is unblockable, and grape shot is undodgeable. And then this has multi-hits. It has an undodgeable move too. And a stun chance. Maybe I should give the longbow to Samara as a backup weapon to stun things from longer range if she wants that. I don't know. It's hard to make decisions. also am interested in trying a rifle. Especially for Alicia's close range build. Or maybe I want the long range weapon for Jalen. Ah, maybe I want the longbow for Jalen, actually. Here's what I'm going to do for now. We're going to buy a rifle. Alicia is going to get a rifle. And Jalen is going to get the longbow. And then we are going to build some defenses. Wait, I should have been building normal walls first. Oh well. This is the side that needed protecting anyway, so I'm not bothered about it. Let's move her over here. And let's begin. Let's start with Alicia. She has perseverance. There are a few good grape shot opportunities over here. We are going to move her to this side and then grape shot from over here, I think. That's 4. This is also 4. Okay. Move over here. That's 5. And now Samara. Okay, and now Jalen. Kill everyone. Yeah, the damage roll is a difference of 4 damage there, as opposed to here where it's a difference of 20. Alright. Yeah, that's the turn. Okay. We need everybody to be backing away from the enemies. Kill everybody. There's some good poison damage. There's some more good poison damage. Then we have Alicia. Just keep weakening them. And finally, Samara. There we go. That's better. That is not a good position to be in. That is a very bad position to be in. Let's go smash. There we go. Alright. That's that round. Oh. Jalen is getting surrounded. Don't like that. Oh, you're the only one with the potions. Okay. You can kill all these guys easy with your incredibly high isolation and reliability bonuses. Very nice. And now I'm gonna Death Ray. That is a phenomenal Death Ray. Ah, she can't Grape Shot right now. Damn it. Nice. 25 enemies remain. Nice sort of blast. Go for your isolation kills, practically guaranteed. And then just use your strength potion. May as well, I suppose. Now Samara. Ah, come on. Yeah, just keep hammering. Whatever. May as well get the free movement. Nice. That's the round. Only a few enemies left. Isolation kills. Very good. Oh, kill that guy. Come on. There we go. Wait. Who's still alive? Oh, this guy. Yep, there we go. Double S rank. There we go. Now for tomorrow we'll have 2 night rewards and all of our level ups. And plenty of resources to assign. But for now, that is all. Day 2, as usual, is mostly trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to do for my character builds, because it is hard to decide. Anyway, farewell.